Hi folks, welcome to XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. So this is my first time as a YouTube content creator. So XCOM 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite. And I've played this game so many times. I don't think I have that many complete playthroughs of it. So this, hopefully this will be my first time going through it completely in a long time. Hopefully you guys don't pick up too much background noise. My nephews are visiting at the moment. So yeah, first time. Hopefully this will be my first time in a long time finishing. It is heavily modded, and I want to play through on Legendary. Now, this isn't the beyond Legendary type playthroughs that I see multiple other content creators playing through right now. Like Christopher Odd's probably one of my favorites, and it was one of the reasons that I kind of wanted to start a playthrough. And I've done some testing of this mod list. It's, like I said, heavily modded. It is Covert Infiltration is the Covert Infiltration Proficiency Classes is the backbone. I'm not going to go into detail on all the mods. They'll come up as we play. As far as enemy mods go, I am using quite a few. But the nuts and bolts on that is the Better Advent, the Standalone LWOTC Alien modded enemies, and then things like even more robots, and a couple others. I believe I'm using several of the Pathfinder, Advent Pathfinders, the Custodians, I believe, are in here. So this is going to be kind of tough for me. I've done a few tweaks that also kind of make things easier on the XCOM side, so it's not all weighed against me. But I am not the best player by any means. This is going to be an honest man playthrough, so no save and reload shenanigans. We're going to roll with the punches. But yeah, we'll get started. So legendary difficulty, reduced beginner voiceover. Let's see. We are also going to make it tough on us. We're going to play Grim Horizon. I do have the Grim Horizon Light mod installed though, so we have the option for covert actions that might pop up that will allow us to remove those. I don't know how often that comes into play. I guess we'll find out. Running with alternate bleed out mechanics mod. I kind of like that. I like the idea behind it. Let's see. Only a flesh wound. Oh, this is from the augmentations mod. Normally there is whenever someone is gravely wounded, they lose a body part, and then you have to create an augment for that body part, like a cybernetic. I like the idea behind it, but that seems quite a bit oppressive. So with this, it's only a 25% chance. And we are able to make augmentations right off the bat with the Mark 0 augments mod. It's just that they're going to be kind of on the crappier side. Macrophagal transgenesis we're going to run with, allowing us to do gene mods while wounded, and also gene mods can be used to restore lost limbs instead of augments. That's the main reason we're running that. I think that's kind of cool. Only a mutant losing a gene modded limb to a grave wound will also disable that gene mod. So you'll have to remod up or whatnot. I am using the NAR-ified version of Not Created Equal. I kind of like the way that one plays, and we have all the options on that turned on. So yes, XCOM soldiers have a chance of gaining a little bit of defense, a little bit of dodge. I think they can roll an armor point. I do have the values fairly tame, like aim rolls are between 60 and 70. And then I think with 65 being the average, and then HP is anywhere from 4 to 8. Let's see. We do have some of the Requiem stuff, Requiem for Man mods, but not Requiem proper. That one's going through a rework right now, and I don't really want to futz with that. And also, once again, this is I hope to actually finish this playthrough, and with a Requiem, I don't know that I could. That mod is really tough. I'm gonna turn this on in permanent injury. I have those turned off, quote unquote, technically, but for some reason in my testing, those still show up with the starting traits mod, so I want to be able to remove them if they pop up. And then Busy Skies. I do find UFO raid chains kind of cool and would like for those to come up earlier. That's right. And of course, change available content bonuses. We have them all turned on. Anyway, I think we're good to go. Review next. We will be watching all the cutscenes, so feel free to skip them if you don't want to watch them. But yeah, here it goes.
Accessing the feed now. We're in. But I don't know for how long. You seeing this? Way too much security, even for Advent.
That's no ordinary gene therapy clinic. They were telling the truth.
Or they're leading us into a trap. A really obvious trap. We'd need an army to march in there right now.
I've got a better idea. Outrider, this is Central. Go.
timeline you placed upon us, mistakes are bound to happen.
It wasn't our fault. Please!
There's no need for any of this. I will do what you ask of me. I just need additional time. Did you say something? You're one of those. You must understand. I had no choice.
Outrider, report.
So, you do exist. Outrider to Avenger, I have visual confirmation.
Are you sure?
Reapers are always sure.
I'll take your word for it. Cover your tracks and get the hell out of there. They can't know we were here. Yet.
Understood. Now the real war begins.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
In keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by French elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate the benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Only together can we build a better tomorrow. Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gatecrasher. 60 seconds.
Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
Alright, we gate crashing. So, first thing you guys are going to notice is that we are actually on the tutorial mission, but I don't have the tutorials enabled. This is the Restore Tutorial Narrative mod. Has been modified to be actually beatable, thanks to Odd's tweak mod from his campaign. So yeah, we are running that. So as you see, we got Peter and Anna from the tutorial. are actually going to be joining our barracks. They're up in the front, and it looks like we have a Reaper start. So that means we have 2 Reapers on this mission, because Outrider is actually helping us at the start. We'll talk about some of the classes I'm using here.
Security is tight, but we
I currently have Peter set up to be a technical and Anna to be a bombardier.
Got a new objective.
Or bombardier. I always am kind of clueless on how to pronounce that. But I have the technical is a reworked combat engineer. It's Proficiency Class by Mr. Cloysta, and I've just renamed it. I went through and renamed many of the Proficiency Class mods to be just one-word, punchy class names. It's just my own personal taste. I realize that's probably not to everybody's, but it's my kind of, it's just, for some reason, it's the way my brain works. And the Bombardier is a sniper class with a grenade launcher. So in my testing, this has actually been a really fun class. This is one of the newest Proficiency Class mods. It's by Fear the Bunnies, I believe. It is really fun. But hey, you guys will see how well this class works as we play. And you'll see I'm also using the Tactical HUD mod. I really like this. This is brand new. It gives you all your information at a glance, and you can click on the unit to go to them. That is just really, really cool. Anyway, let's get started. First things first, we got our Reapers, so let's go ahead and use Outrider to get some eyes on the situation.
We've got some kind of mechs here. At least I think they are, underneath all that
2 pods on
the
top of
facility's
each
original
other.
automatic defense system. Take them down before they alert anyone else to our
Let's
presence.
get risky and move all the way up. Looks like we're
These
discovering
guys
the
make up the
3rd
bulk of
pod.
the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable. The Advent officers
On this
seem more
mission,
capable
there
than
are
once.
3
We're not
pods
sure whether to chalk it up to
that
training or selective
are
mind control.
default. Or I say default, they're the ones that start on the map. And then, not too long after Jane, Kelly, and Central show up, we have a bunch of reinforcements. So, and they drop every turn. So, we need to get in, save, well, me, that's right here, and get the heck out. And that's pretty much the gist of this mission. The goal is going to be doing this without a wound, but we'll see if we can pull that off. Alright, what do we have soldier-wise? Low aim, good mobility. And you started with a combat knife, an SMG, and a claymore. Smokes? Yeah. I think that's a relatively low aim for a Reaper, but really good mobility and good health roll and a point of armor. That's interesting. So let's scout out over to this side.
As you order, Commander.
Actually, we already see all the pods, so I kind of want to swing everyone around this side because this is where Jane, Kelly, and
good copy. Moving on target.
Central are going to show up.
On the move.
Also want to set people up for good. Could use next turn.
10-4.
Let's take that. I want to put my people with the explosives on the side of the most enemies.
Good to go.
Oh, I didn't finish looking at all the rest of the soldiers, but here's Sandman. You, decent, good mobility. Alright. You have an or a bullpup. So your mobility is going to be good for this mission, but won't do as much damage. You have an SMG. Why do I have... Okay, we're good. I just don't like the SMGs as much for this mission, but which side don't you all know?
Will you get out of the fucking way?
A little bit of language there. Let's see. I don't want to play this. I already know where all the pods are. Alright. So I don't know if I need my Reapers for scouting anymore. So that means
says I am to obey.
I can turn on their ambush ability and have them go over.
Naturally.
Volk says I am to obey.
Don't like that we got a drone. That's probably gonna soak up all the overwatches, which is bad.
Yes, Commander. I'm on it.
No need to ask twice. Moving to Overwatch.
Let's see.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Maybe we can get some good hits with the cannon.
Scanning.
You have long watch. Yeah, let's utilize that. Let's see.
Get out of my way!
I doubt you're gonna hit anything with that.
Armed and ready.
Looks like a straight fight now.
Nice.
Not a
Okay.
problem anymore.
We're hitting our shots.
Target's still up.
Damn it!
Nice.
The aliens seem to use these drones mainly for support and reconnaissance, but they're also armed for combat.
The whole map is active. Everybody's going on Overwatch. Jeez. Alright.
You're late, Central. What have you been doing down there?
We were detected on approach. Advent knows we're here.
Okay. What do we do about these Overwatches? We do have explosives. And lots of them. So I'm thinking we start. I always hate rocket targeting in XCOM. And this is with the improved rocket targeting mod. Alright. I'd like to get a hit in over here. There's one I can get both of these dudes. That would be lovely. That, because I'd like to get that officer down. This is gonna be a little rough. Have a grenade. Probably gonna have to use it on that drone just to shred some armor. We have Claymore, which could be useful here. Could be useful. Could also be useful on that mech. What else we got? God, these Overwatches. Running them is going to be dangerous. You have 4 ablative hit points and a point of armor. Do we use you to break 3 Overwatches? I don't think that's a good idea. Because if they all hit, he is rude. Alright, let's start with the explosives. You can get these 2 over here.
Get ready for it. One after another.
Okay. Loot destroyed. Don't love that, but I don't think we can be picky right now. Still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Overwatches. Oh. Why can't I get one through the window? Does it just blow up when it... Yeah, that's what the deal is, isn't it? Okay, we can do this. What's the play though? Do we try to break things? Oh, okay. Let's try to get rid of some of these. Throw the claymore. Shoot the claymore. Okay. Throw the claymore. Shoot it. It's gonna break. Still have 2 Overwatches over here. This dude with armor, I'd like to get him with the rockets. Is that a gunner? Heavy.
Coming your way.
That leaves you open for that. But I really want to move you up and launch a grenade to hit these 2. I think we have to break the Overwatch with this dude. Yeah. I think that's the play. Are you gonna be my first wound of the campaign? Maybe? Yes? Oh, thank God. So as you guys are probably gonna see, I'm not the best player. Also, I have this mod set up in a way to not be reliant on alpha striking. I'm using the damage calculation tweaks mod. So that means armor is going to be a lot more important. So the way this is set up, if someone has 2 points of armor and they take 2 points of damage, it's not going to hit the dude in the back. Oh, that sucks. That is not ideal. Okay, let's think this through. Anyway, yeah, like I said, damage calculation tweaks. So no longer do people always take at least 1 point of damage. If you don't get through armor, you do nothing. That is both a boon to XCOM and against XCOM. Okay, let's see if we can shoot this dude. That'd be lovely. If we can hit and crit. Okay, no crit, but we hit. Also running red fog, you'll see these enemies and us will have reduced. We'll have penalties to move, to mobility, aim, etc. as their health decreases. Always enjoyed that. I think that is a fun mechanic to play around. Do I really use it on one dude? I'm kind of banking on Central over here. like cleaning up. That's probably not something I should be banking on. This sword does a lot of damage, but it doesn't have a 100% chance to hit. Could. Damn. Can't quite reach that dude back there. Can you? You're even further away, aren't you? Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do... You have Shadow Step, don't you? Yes. Okay, awesome. Alright. I don't want to play this. Can we get some damage in here? Okay, yep. Awesome.
Where else the armor?
Now I can guarantee the kill. I'll start my Reaper over there.
I'll make it quick.
Or here, rather. You have an 80% there. Or 87. Let's here first. Yeah. Let's hit here.
Tell your friends who sent you.
Can you get up top? You cannot. That's because we don't have eyes. No, wait, we do have eyes on them. He just can't reach. Okay. Let's do that. Can you get a grenade up there? Yep.
This is for you.
Nice. We only have you left. So I say we do this.
Take this.
Thought I had more people left. Okay, okay. No real wounds yet. We're still good. All right. More Overwatches to contend with. But I need to be moving. Really need to be moving. So I think at the end of this turn, the reinforcement flare is going to drop. So that means we need to be getting into there, into the evac soon. Alright, let's see. What is your mobility? Actually, this wouldn't be the end of the world.
Throwing grenade!
And we give you some more kills. Rolling you up. More loot destroyed. That hurts my soul. Let's get you in there. Let's get you in there. I'm kind of glad that that didn't pop up long enough for me to know what loot we lost.
Solid copy.
Alright.
Let's go!
Watch my back.
I'll let Sandman get in here and grab, well, me.
I can handle it.
Already there.
Let's do this.
On it.
Yep, there's the reinforcement flare.
10 seconds to fortify.
We should be good though. So we should be able to move. Let's see, where's Jane Kelly? We can put her here.
Heading out.
Open the way. And then we get everybody as close to the evac or as possible, or go ahead and get them out of here.
Orders confirmed. On the
So I have a mod that's
Confirmed. Closing
so
on
instead of
target
you
position now.
losing will every time a pod is seen, you instead lose will over time during a mission. So doing missions quickly and getting your people out is ideal.
Copy that.
I'm also using a mod that increases, sometimes soldiers can gain some will back whenever they get kills. So it can kind of yo-yo a little bit during a mission, and whatever the soldier has left after a mission is good. It allows you to rotate some soldiers through. It allows you to use them a couple more times sometimes before they get tired, but I usually rotate them in anyway. I like a busy barracks in my games. I like for most soldiers to get some action. Okay, so that pod's not that bad, but I don't think we're gonna have to shoot them. I think everybody's, well, you're not out this turn. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You will be next turn. I don't think you're gonna need support though.
Let's move.
Roger, Dodger.
I'm on the move.
I think we'll be good. I say. Well, hope she's good. Yeah, as you can see, if you don't get those first 3 pods over and done with quickly, this mission is just unwinnable.
Got it. Moving. confirmed.
And we're out. First flawless of the campaign. Hopefully the first of many, but we'll see. Okay, sweet. 21 supplies. As you can see, I'm running the flawless mod. I went through and halved all the resources that you could get, and I removed the smokes, flashbangs, and med kits as possible rewards because I am running a infinite flashbang, smokes, and med kit mod. I don't like having to pay for those. I feel like those are basic stuff that you should have available. Just, it makes the early game so much more varied as far as character builds go, and it also prevented me from wanting to build those. Alright, MVP. Yeah, of course, she's definitely the MVP here. There we go. Yeah, 14 damage dealt, 3 kills. I honestly, in all my playtest, it's usually Central that gets the MVP. Anyway, let's go to mission photo. Oh, join the fight. So yeah, I like to do a mission photo whenever we get a flawless, and then whoever gets MVP gets a photo, even if they already have photos, and just increases the likelihood that their poster will show up in missions.
With this decisive blow to XCOM dissidents, Advent peacekeepers expressed confidence that the so-called resistance organization is on its last legs. Why not sell?
As long as there's even one Reaper left standing.
Alright.
Bet they're still in the fight.
Not enough kills on any of my squaddies to get a level up, but we 3 random promotions.
Carefully! There's potentially decades of atrophy to contend with.
Wish we had more time.
I don't disagree.
But as it stands now, we risk losing the patient if we don't begin the removal procedure immediately.
We're ready.
Good. Then let's get on with it.
Remarkable.
Just like 20 years ago. We were still calling it a war back then. We had no idea what was coming.
Response from the cerebral cortex. Good. Prepping for cranial intrusion. I've managed to identify the connection. Preparing to make final incision.
These readings are getting really erratic.
Of course they are. These implants were never designed to be removed. We are risking severe...
No plan B here, people. Do it.
No signal.
Pupillary response normal. Vital stabilizing. Procedure complete.
Told him it would take more than that to keep you down. Welcome back, Commander. Glad to see you're finally coming out of it. Don't envy the headache you must have, though. Still, can't fault Dr. Tigan. Especially as no one's even attempted something like this before. Easy. We're still not entirely sure what they did to you. That chip was buried halfway into your skull. Lost a lot of good soldiers looking for you over the years. Almost gave up hope you were still out there. Acted on the intel as soon as I got word. Not sure what you remember, but a lot's changed. Did the best I could, but the last 20 years have been tough without you. You feel like catching up. Shen has the archive up and running on your terminal. Otherwise, I'd go see Dr. Tigan when you're ready. There's some things you should know. He'll be better at explaining them than me. It's damn good to have you back, Commander.
Alright. Oh, league pitcher on one of my rookies. That's gonna be cool. Urban combat training on the Reaper. I didn't see that in the game, or in the mission. Steady to aim. Okay, we got the trait rolls were good.
That's right. Another
Jeez.
win for our guys and girls in black.
In my testing, like last time, nobody rolled any.
Our brave friends, make sure you thank them for their service.
Commander, to the
Okay.
research labs.
We're picking up an unsecured
who
transmission
got
from some
those?
clown calling himself Van Dorn. Doesn't sound like the kind of recruit we're looking for.
Also, did anyone get born to lead? So I'm using the officer training, battlefield leadership training mod. Yes, we got one here on Dora. So she will be a candidate for officer training, and we got one here on Isabel. Okay, sweet. So we got those are going on the next mission. Or well, yeah, probably the next mission. What do you guys want to be? So, as you can see up here at the top, these are the classes that I'm running with. There are more classes than this, but I have the show all class counts set up to only show classes that can be trained in the GTS school or that I can get from random promotions. Anything else will like skirmishers, reapers, templars, they're not going to show up there. I don't feel it's important for me to ever see how many of those that I have, because I only ever look up there at that when I'm getting promotions, or when a rookie's being promoted, or when I'm going to train someone in the GTS. So that's why that's there. And plus, I have so many class mods installed that they wouldn't all show up there. It would. This mod doesn't handle multiple classes very well. So sparks and hero classes are not going to show up there. I am running Psionics Ex Machina for Psionics. I haven't really given that mod a good playthrough yet, so this will be a good time for it. And I do have 2 dedicated psionic classes that will only show up as missions in the that you can get through Covert Ops. Set up using the Rescue Resistance Leader mod for Covert Infiltration. So I have the Warden, Proficiency Warden class, and the new Psi Specialist class. I have it worded into or changed so it's just called the Scion. But yeah, it will. Both of those 2 classes will show up. I'm looking forward to playing with those. Those both sound really fun. I used the Warden in my Long War of the Chosen playthroughs a while back, and they were pretty fun there, so looking forward to trying those out. Let's see what they want to be. Julian. Okay, low aim, high mobility. I'm thinking Sapper or Operator. So Operator is the drone pilot class mod, just reworded into Operator. It's a drone operator. Like I said, keeps it punchy, makes this look cleaner up here. Your hack scores. Can roll anywhere from 5 to 25 on hack, so that's kind of a low roll there. Sapper though could really use, so let's see what these other 2 want to be. Another high mobility. Ooh. Early Alchemist could be fun. So this is the this is a fun class here. This is the proficiency version of the Alchemist. It's seemed like a pretty fun class mod to play with. With this dude's mobility, that might actually be a good option here. And it doesn't show up in here very often, so I'm probably going to go with it. And what do we have here? You have a little bit higher aim. Really good hack score. So I'm thinking we give you Electrician. So Electrician is the Patchwork Soldier mod. Just reworded into the Electrician. They have Chaining Jolt, which is really cool in my playtest. It's basically a chaining combat protocol. And they can do some hacking of objectives and stuff. I don't think they get any, like, haywire protocol, but having a good hacker pretty early on is cool. But they're a shotgunner with a gremlin. Sticky bomb protocol, huh? Guaranteed damage? Don't know. Might be an option. So she has pretty good aim, really good mobility. So run and gun, probably gonna be which way I go here. This is a toss-up. I value armor a lot with this mod list, with the damage calculation tweaks. So being able to do that every time you aid protocol or defender protocol is pretty good. And repairs too. Any shredding. But geez, once we get the training center, like I'll probably come back and grab all 3 of these just to really beef up defender protocol. Containment field. Hidden the short cover. I like containment field. That's just really good CC. Anyway, kind of get ahead of myself there. Not sure if everybody wants to see me theory craft all of my builds before we ever get anywhere. Julian. Let's see. We need a sapper. Yep. Yep, and you got heat grenades down here, which is lovely. And a shotgunner that can grab opportunist and sprint, yeah. And Abdus. What do you want? But where were you? Alchemist, that's right. Let's do it. Get one going early game. Phantom? Volatile mix. Combat conditioning.
Maybe once this is all
Maybe
over,
roaring
we should
flames.
take this ship and go colonize one of their planets.
Chemthrower suppression. If that works like in Lone Wars version, where it automatically applies the burn. Crash shot has reduced penalties from enemy cover, making good choice. Okay, yeah. Mission does not require any additional ammo. Oh, that's interesting. Bonus effects from chem throwers are applied immediately. Okay, so yeah. Alright.
Incoming transmission.
Oh, bestiary. So, I really do enjoy this mod. I like being able to come in here and look and see what the abilities are for the different units that we run into enemy-wise. Yeah, that's really useful, especially later on when you start running into a ton of enemies, different types. Alright, let's meet Tygan.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology, Commander. Dr. Richard Tygan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
Alright. Research. So we're gonna go with modular weapons. That's usually the best opener. We are playing with the research overhaul. I think that's what it's called. Where you can't just speed through weapons research and armor research. Like, you have to get insights, and in order to get insights, you have to do autopsies. That's something that's going to come into play later, though, so let's go ahead and get that rolling.
That area of research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
And now let's meet Lily.
Okay. Reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
Alright. Let's see what we have as far as layout here. Okay, standard exposed coil here, exposed coil on the bottom. At least we didn't get 2 on the bottom. I have seen 2 on the 3rd row, but so with this mod setup, I will probably put resistance comms here, and then shadow chamber here. Opener is going to be the GTS. I want to be able to train officers immediately. They're extremely strong. I mean, not broken strong in my opinion, but like, you need them. So yeah, let's go and get that going.
Construction initiated.
Next building will be research and development. I am using the combined lab and workshop. I'm also using the mod that allows gremlins to go in any room. I'm just not a fan of the whole adjacency crowd and having to build around that. I mean, you're already going to be, if you put it in a corner and you only have 2 things adjacent, that's usually enough if they're the things that it can go to. It's just more I like the flexibility of it. So yeah, done there. Don't have an engineer or a scientist yet.
Pickings are slim, but I'm hoping we find a few more recruits who can handle a wrench. I could use the help.
Okay, let's go talk to Bradford.
I heard you, Shen. When we get the thing, you'll be the first to know.
Attention. Unauthorized presence detected.
Commander, give me a second. Execute Echelon Protocol.
Attention. Senior Command Exchange confirmed.
I had wanted that to be a little more ceremonious, but we've got something. A local resistance cell just located this hybrid magnetic power converter that Shen's been pushing us to find. They tracked the device to a nearby Advent convoy and are attempting to take it down. If we can bring this converter back in one piece, we might actually get this place up and running and give the aliens a real war for a change. The squad is prepped and ready to launch on your order, Commander. Just give the word.
Okay, this is a part of the that tutorial, restore tutorial narrative. I believe this mission is a little harder than the tutorial. We can bring 6. Let's go ahead and get everybody decked out and ready to go. Reaper, surprisingly ready to go. No will issues. I would like to bring our electrician. I think I want to bring both of the rookies that had borne the lead. Isabel. We had another one, right? Where we were. Dora. Alright. What are your stats? You have a point of armor. High mobility. You have a point of armor, low mobility. So I'm using the versatile rookies mod. Let's give you a shotgun. I'm also using the ballistic shield mod. I'm gonna give a high mobility rookie here the shotgun and a shield. And we're using the dedicated pistol slot, except it'll hold more than just pistols. Most classes are kitted out to be able to use a variety of things. The Psi-Amp is only useful on soldiers that have that are graded for the ability to use size. I'm actually not sure why it's showing up. I was under the impression that it wouldn't show up until one of them had shown up as gifted. So whatever. Not sure what the deal is. Let's go travel light for the extra mobility. Keep frag for now. Electrician, a shotgun. I want a claymore here. I believe so. Let's give you claymore and flashbang. Feel like we need a claymore here on the Reaper. And we need a med kit on somebody. I actually like to bring 2 med kits just in case. Maybe I'm a little too cautious. So rifle, pistol. Let's bring a knife in case you can do some get up and close. Let's give you some mobility, make up for that crap mobility. Give you the other med kit. Who else do I want to bring? Do I throw more rookies into the meat grinder? Kinda want to. Let's get some more high aim. Maybe. Oh yeah, let's get some of these people with traits. A league pitcher. Let's get you in here. Make sure you have a grenade. And then, what else we got? Comeback kid. Let's increase aim in their next attack if they either been shot the previous turn or missed a high percentage chance of attack. Hunter of Archons. You'll be pretty good once we get you leveled up, for sure. Let's get you in here. Want another flashbang on somebody? Yeah, let's put it on you. You need mobility. Let's get on a knife for just in case. We getting close. And then you're a shell. I think a shotgun work. Well, you're pretty good aim. Let's give you some ranged. Assault rifle. Another frag. Couple frags, couple main kits, couple flashbangs. I think that looks good. Alright, so I think we're good. Gonna go ahead and launch the mission. And then once it loads up, I'm gonna put a cut in here. And that's the end of the episode. Hopefully, if you made it this far, appreciate you watching. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get these out pretty regularly. Gonna have one mission per episode, unless a mission is just really short for some reason. But yeah, hopefully we get this power converter without too many losses.
Getting a fix on the device, but it looks like it may have been damaged during the fight. Energy readings are going crazy. I'm guessing we don't have much time before it explodes.
Alright.
Shen's working on a way to stabilize that thing, provided we can get close enough to access its core. Stay in the shadows until we can get a better read on the situation.